Youth has left its stamp in diverse fields of entrepreneurship, entertainment, sports, media and education, to name a few. And the second edition of the Forbes India 30 Under 30 Awards continue to recognize 30 of India's brightest young achievers who have defied all odds to emerge successful.
All our achievers today, many of whom are here, will astonish you by the kind of things that they've done. And the number 30 is actually not an accident. In India, 3 out of 5 Indians are under 30. So 30 is actually the age in which most people achieve their best thoughts, their most innovative ideas, the most this thing. Which is why I think we believe that the under 30 crowd is the one that will take India forward. Thank you.
The evening commenced on a musical note with one of the most promising artists in the Indian independent music space, Prateek Kuhad.
करूं भी तो क्या है पहेली 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 है वो आई है कहां से जाएगी कहां ये कोई न जाने अकेली अकेली है वो रोज कैसा है ये हर सांस में दिल में मेरे अब होगा क्या जोश कैसा है मन में मेरे अब होगा क्या अब होगा क्या अब होगा क्या
It was now time to honor the winners, and the first award was bestowed upon a versatile musician who has made a mark in the patriarchal world of music, the very talented percussionist Swarupa Anand Savkar.
How difficult is it to be a woman in this field when it's really dominated by men?
So no one introduces you as a male comedian or someone else as a male journalist or someone else as a male photographer.
Awesome.
We need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
I'm a percussionist. I was born female. That was something I was born as. But I worked hard to be a percussionist.
Well done.
The next winner, Sameer Pitalwala, was recognized for creating a world-class media company for the digital generation.
What's your plan to compete against the other MCNs?
I think the different kinds of vehicles on the road, some of them are Mercedes-Benz and some of them are Maruti cars, and we think we're making something which is truly unique.
Okay. All right.
Does that answer your question?
I think it does. Everyone agrees. Yes, we've answered the question.
For making life easier for doctors and patients with technology, the resolute duo of Shashank ND and Abhinav Lal of Fractal Technologies won the next award.
It's really come up on a very innovative idea. Where did you think about this?
When I was 20 years old, my father had a knee operation, which was the inspiration behind the idea that all of us should have one health account, so we can have all our health data with us and not with the hospitals.
One of the first women to foray into the world of stand-up in India, Aditi Mittal was the recipient of the coveted Forbes India 30 Under 30 award.
Tell me the positives that have come out of this newfound fame.
Selfies. I have taken, I think, over 3,000 selfies in the past week itself. I'm also available for children's parties.
Our next winning team of Samay Kohli and Akash Gupta were awarded for making work easier by building robotic automations in the warehousing space.
You mentioned that you dream of becoming someday a billion-dollar company. How do you plan on making that possible?
I think plan's very simple. Keep working hard, and we're probably a couple of years away now.
That's fantastic.
Inspired by these young visionaries, the stage was set for an engaging discussion on how to go beyond the idea.
Do everything right.
So Anupam, tell me, having come from setting up a company yourself and now funding a lot of these interesting young ventures, how important do you think is the basic issue of the idea, and what next?
I think the idea needs to be looked at in context. So just the idea itself could be very creative, but it's not necessarily a great market opportunity because the market size may not be large enough. But for me personally, it all comes down to the team. I think if the team's sort of the right team, and there's a lot of factors that go into that, then they will figure something out.
So you had come up with an idea which is, like everybody said, is competitive. It's in a new environment. It's in digital markets. What exactly was the first few challenges you met along the way?
Well, number one is, it's the ecosystem itself. Anything which you do in India is radically different. In spite of an idea, it mutates when you bring it to a region. And being able to adapt that and making a business out of that locally is a challenge itself. Being able to time it is so important to make sure that you can be really ahead of the curve, but sometimes you'll end up going bankrupt. And to be able to do it at the right point, at the right time is...
So were there times when you really felt that the idea perhaps was not scalable at that point and you'd look at other options?
Definitely. I think the idea inherently on creating digital video content, it's a human business. You work with artists, you work with creators. Inherently creating content, you are in the media business as well. It's not a very scalable piece, and I think that's where we really try to innovate on, is not on the level of plumbing and distributing content, but really on how do you actually create more of it, and how do you create it using technology.
Shashank, coming to you on Fracto, you've told us just a while ago how you started and stumbled upon the idea. But what were your challenges when you started off?
We started in 2008, 7 years back, where funding wasn't easily available. So it was very important that people don't start companies for funding. Right? People start companies because they want to solve a problem, and they're very passionate about the problem. We were lucky enough that our team was extremely passionate about the problem. So we were able to start off even without any funding. We actually survived for almost 1.5 years. Even when there was no Flipkart, there was no Redbus, there was no possibility also of potential funding. So I think that was a limitation, but also became our strength.
And the final one to you, Anupam, actually, how important is it for people to let go beyond a point?
It's tough because at some point, the line between who you are and what you do blurs. And your identity becomes what you do. And you don't even realize that. And day by day, you're living this thing as if you're very objective, but you're really not. And I think it takes time to step back, to talk to the right people, get perspective, and really examine yourself in terms of what you want to do. If you're true to that, and you recognize that perhaps this is not the best way or to leverage your strengths, or that's not where your strengths are, then I think you'll come to the truth.
So Anupam, Shashank and Samir, all the best to you. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you.
It's time for a short break, but on the other side, more inspiring winning stories. Stay tuned. Five felicitations down, the Forbes India 30 Under 30 Awards 2015 continued to honor the most deserving. An impressive repertoire of work with English theatre under his belt, Jim Saab walked away with the next Forbes India 30 Under 30 Award 2015.
Alright, Jim, you've been known to choose very messed up, layered, dark characters in all your plays. Any particular reason? Is it more easier than playing a vanilla one?
I'm crazy.
Crazy people on the list, but not me, huh? Okay, fantastic. Alright. So I think that's the best answer. Aren't we all a little crazy?
Yeah, I find them the most interesting.
Child prodigy and genius bass guitarist Mohini Dev was bestowed with the next honor.
Has global fame right now already affected you in any way?
No, not affected, but I've had the most amazing years of my life. Like from the age of 10, I started playing shows and stuff.
Okay.
And some of the best musicians were around me who took under their wings and who thought I deserved to be the part of their bands.
Abhishek Chaudhary and Saransh Vaswani of Saja were given the next award for ensuring parents and the community play a greater role in their child's education.
So what are your plans to scale up and take what you do to other states?
Scaling. We are looking to scale it up in huge numbers. We're thinking of going to around 1,000 schools by 2018. That's the plan.
For starting a successful online furnishing company ahead of its time, Mehul Agrawal of Fab Furnish won the next award.
Started this company at a time where Indians weren't buying furniture online. You know, what was that gut instinct? What was that feeling, a conviction that you had that made you believe that this would actually work?
For me, the experience came from my own one. Staying in Mumbai, trying to build my own house, get it furnished. I couldn't do it. It took me weeks and months, struggling all around, finding a place to park my car, sweating all around, didn't find good designs, didn't find good pricing. And that's what really led to me to believe if I'm not able to do it even in the metro, what about cities that are, not in the top 10?
Co-founding CEO of Jagdalpur Legal Aid Group were recognized for working tirelessly to safeguard the rights of people in conflict-ridden South Chhattisgarh.
Congratulations once again. What have some of the high points of your journey been?
We have been able to make some sort of relationship with the communities there. We have been able to get some justice in few cases maybe.
For the next segment, I would like to take a walk through the crowd and talk to a few people who have helped shape this year's awards. I would like to start with Uday. Uday Benegal, are you around? What is different about the new generations of musicians as compared to when guys started out at your time?
What happened in the independent scene is, whereas previously bands and artists were expected to play cover songs, which is popular songs by mostly Western artists, the change happened in that the audience wanted to listen to Indian musicians, Indian songwriters, expressing themselves in their own language. And I say language, I mean their own words, whatever the language was, whatever the language is, original music per se. And that's been the most incredible leap forward for original expression in this country.
Up next we have a very young actor who was recently seen in the movie Mardani, and he made quite an impact with his role. Ladies and gents, he's no stranger. You all know, give it up for the very cute Tahir Basin. Ladies! For the longest time it's always been about male actors have always had to be launched into a film, but you've taken a role and made it your own. Do you think that's a new trend in the industry right now?
I debuted at a time when there are so many newcomers coming in, and a lot of people have asked me, did you think twice about taking on such a dark, negative role? But I think as a newcomer, when you get something that's different and that's going to stand out, that's got its own plus points, and that's all I did. I took something that's different, like you said, made it my own, didn't play it what the stereotype negative character would be. Just tried to do something different with it, and it worked, I guess.
It did, yeah. Is it advisable now as an actor, based on where you are in your career, to take risks now or play it safe? What would you like to do?
Yeah, definitely. Something that we've been hearing from entrepreneurs right through this evening is that a lot of their ideas materialized because there was a demand in the market. I think films work pretty much the same way. It's a demand and supply. It's the entertainment business. I think our films are a narrative for what our society wants, and the great thing today is that the audience out there is watching international cinema, I have friends who are watching Breaking Bad and True Detectives, House of Cards at the same time as anyone else anywhere in the world is doing it. And the fact that the audience is ready for stuff like that lets Indian actors take risks, and that's what the endeavor is to be known as an actor, full stop. Not an Indian actor, not a Bollywood actor, but an international actor.
Also, obviously you can't have a discussion like this without visiting the class of 2014. We have Manju Bhatia in the audience. Manju, you've achieved success through your loan recovery agency called Vasuli. Last year you were part of this list. Any words of advice to young women wanting to choose the path less traveled?
We must believe in ourselves, and most importantly in what we do. I have followed my conviction, and that's what I would advise all women.
Thank you so much. Ladies, give it up for everyone I spoke to.
Changing course back to the awards, our next winner, Pranshu Patni of Culture Alley, was felicitated for building a mobile app that allows you to pick up new words on the go.
Now, how do you evaluate if your app is actually helping people learn?
Well, there's a boring answer to that, which is that, we have tests within the app which actually show people that they started from a certain level, and to get to the next level, they have to clear that test. And we've seen an overwhelming number of people actually clear and move on to the next level.
For bringing India's best authentic cuisines under one roof, Rahul Dua of Cafe Lota walked away with the next award.
as a chef, I'm sure you get plenty of compliments from your guests. What's the best compliment that you've received from your girlfriend?
My girlfriend is a food critic. So it was basically having somebody all the time to give you the most critical opinion about your food that you'll ever get. So it worked well in a way because I didn't have to look outside for inspiration. And
our next achiever, Rahul Mehra, was honored for pioneering a change in microbrewery laws and redefined the craft beer scene.
Well done. Can craft beer compete in terms of scale and popularity with the other bigger names?
If you look at the UK or the US,
right,
we might be the first ones here, but right there it's already got about 25 to 30% of the market share, which is a big game for a industry which is just about 20 years old or 25 years old.
The legal activist duo of Shreya Rastogi and Lubhyati Rangarajan were felicitated for working towards creating a new death penalty regulation in the country.
What motivated you to enter this specific area of law?
We just met a lot of the families of the prisoners on death row and the prisoners, and they asked for help. And we're just in a position to use our law degree to do that, and I think that's kind of what motivates.
The recipient of the next award, Prukalpa Sankar and Varun Banka of Social Corps, used big data technology to connect people to policymakers and resolve social issues.
Can you throw some light on some of the interesting work you've done in the recent Delhi elections?
You're always tracked somehow that what phone are you buying, what product are you buying. So we are looking to bring the same concept on more on a social sector, like when massive India level decisions are taken on in the aspects of health, education. When you download an app, you've been tracked in terms of how you use it. Same way we want to make it on a real life decision. So that's the way we work.
Stay tuned as we get you more enthralling moments of the Forbes India 30 Under 30 Awards 2015.
Biggest risk you can take is to not take a risk.
We now have a very special guest in our midst, ladies and gentlemen. He is one of the brightest stars in Bollywood today, and he's also proof that if you're young and if you take risks early, you can achieve success and even get a girlfriend who's way out of your league. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ranveer Singh! We've been talking about risks a lot today. You've taken some big risks early in your life as when you started in Bollywood. You're the first one of the few stars who's actually taken on different roles, right? First with Band Bacha Bharat, you played the boy next door. Then in Ladies vs. Ricky Bell, you played the villain. Then you danced on Linking Road. Like, it takes a lot of guts, you know? Like, how do you muster up the courage to do that?
I don't know, man. I guess I'm just shameless. You know? But I think it's important to take risks. I guess the biggest risk you can take is to not take a risk. You know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's all those cliches come into play. It gives me fulfillment to shake things up. You know, if your graph is something like that, then something doesn't feel right about it. You know, I like to take those risks because I know the payoff will be good. Success is, I've learned this, especially for today, success is the magnitude of the beneficial footprint that you leave on society.
Wow. No amount of success comes without its share of criticism, right? And as someone who's really out there in the public eye, who's so famous right now, how do you take criticism in your stride? What is your advice to your young achievers over here?
You know, if you're trying to be effective, if you're trying to do big things, you know, there are going to be risks involved. There are going to be detractors. There's going to be everything. You just have to keep your eyes on the prize. Know that what you're attempting is coming from a very, very visceral place inside you. You know, that you're working to make a positive effect, and you're working without malice. And if your intentions and your heart is clean, you know, then nothing can get to you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
The final set of awards saw Assistant Professor Prerna Sharma walk away with the next honour for her work in soft condensed matter physics that has won national and international acclaim.
What do you think can be done to make physics more fun?
I think if we can convince students that science is not just a bunch of equations to be learnt on the blackboard, but it's all about what's around us and how it relates to us, that we can make it more accessible.
The next winner, Alok Kumar of Prayas Innovation, was recognized for creating a solar-powered bag and making life easier for kids in remote government schools.
What other innovations can we expect from you?
We have like 30-40 ideas lined up, but we want to work upon like women's safety device first of all, and then disaster management.
A theatre company in himself, Marathi actor, director and producer Nipun Dharmadhikari was the recipient of the next award.
How do you stay motivated in theatre at a time when other forms of entertainment are exploding?
I do other forms of entertainment as well.
Like what? Like?
I have written a film, I'm writing more films, and I hope to do television sometime.
Making waves in the world of fashion, our last winner was the founder of Bodice, Ruchika Sachdeva.
Who, according to you, is the best dressed woman in India?
Oh my God, such a difficult question. Someone who's comfortable in their own individual style, for me, would be really well dressed.
With one last ace up the sleeve, the evening ended on a high note with the soulful performance of versatile musician Anurag Dhondial, whose music transcends all boundaries.
I would like to call all the winners back on stage for one last picture.